Hey horror fans, thanks for joining me for this review of Rootwood. Uh, as you can tell from behind me, this one uh, might have some scares in it, and but if you're not familiar with it, I'm going to tell you what it's about here in a second. Of course, cast and crew information is down below, along with some other things, and including the plot from IMDb, which I'm going to read right this second. Two students are hired by a Hollywood film producer to shoot a horror documentary about the curse of the wooden devil. Fun times here. So, this movie, okay, I guess, kind of taking it from early on, you have, like I said, two students there, or I kind of almost think of them more as two podcasters or two radio show hosts, because that's kind of when you first get introduced to them. They're kind of doing a show, and it's a man and a woman, and the guy basically pulls a surprise on the girl and says he's been contacted by a producer to go and do this documentary and so forth. And she's kind of surprised, and but obviously realizes it's a big opportunity for the both of them and their show and their careers. So he's very very eager to do this, and obviously he wants to take this opportunity very much. She may have been a little hesitant, but she also sees the good in this opportunity. So they go and they meet with this producer, and producer's played by Felissa Rose, and she I guess kind of has fun time with the character, and maybe something I didn't quite expect from her. But she's also very fun there, and then the little part that she has there in the beginning, and I guess it's not totally what they expected, or at least from the woman's point of view. And let me just pull this up. Sorry, yes. Okay, so it's Jessica. I just want to make this clear. It's Jessica. And she's played by Elissa Dowling. And she's a little taken back. I guess that's not really what she expected. But again, they hunker down and decide, okay, they're going to do this. And they bring along a partner to help them. And almost another potential victim, so forth. Besides just the two of them, so now it's three people, and they're headed out into these woods. And as horror fans, we know nothing typically good happens in the woods. But they're in a camper and so forth. They find the area that they're going to, and one of the things about this film you'll see is it's pretty much found footage. At first I really liked found footage movies. It was something different and new, but now we've seen so much of it. Maybe it's not so much the new thing. And I guess the problem with found footage always seems to be that the times where would somebody really be carrying the camera, or should there really be a camera here? Sometimes where it doesn't really seem like it is truly being shot from the found footage point of view. And I'm sure sometimes shooting found footage may seem easy, but it also offers that realism effect and so forth, with the story and with filming it. So there are times in this movie where you might question who's filming or why they're filming, and how are they getting the different footage. So yeah, there is that, but there's that in a lot of found footage movies. So if you're familiar with found footage movies, or whatever, you just you have to roll with it. But they do a decent job overall of trying to at least stay with some realism there as far as what they're showing and so forth. So again, the three of them get out in the woods, and I guess there's some time goes by, and you kind of see a little bit of the relationship between the three, and learn a little bit about them and so forth. So as soon as they get there, it kind of takes time to pick up, and they start their search. They find a few clues to what's going on here. Again, I think they'd be happy with if they found anything concrete. They find a few things, and it spooks them maybe a little, but nothing to completely detour them until I don't know if it's exactly halfway or so, but then things kind of get creepy, and I guess there is something out there in the woods. Whether you want to call it a devil or not, I don't know, but there's a creature to call it, and as it makes its way into the film, and as you see that there is something out there, I was kind of eager to see it. Are we going to get to see this? And they give you a little sprinkle here and there, a little maybe glimpse here and there. And, again, I don't want to give away, what happens to what character, but you kind of see, like one character get a little bit more freaked out than maybe some of the others. And so, as it happens there, just a lot of the typical stuff you would find in either found footage or in, I don't know, devil, creature, supernatural kind of atmosphere there. There's the usual, running in the woods scene at night, it's dark, what the hell is out there scene. So you can kind of expect that. Really, there's a lot to go through, and I think that the big thing for this movie, and I think the big thing of whether fans will like it or not, is the end of the movie. And I'm not gonna give away. There's more to this story. I don't want to give it away here, but I think ultimately, there's the acting is good enough. I think depending on your point of view with found footage, whether you're okay with it or not. If you really hate found footage, then maybe this movie is not for you, because then you just might be hating on the movie just because of the found footage. Like I said, I just kind of get over the fact that, maybe not all the scenes needed to be found footage or actually the found footage or so forth. However you want to take that. But, the acting is solid enough. The story is okay, as far as, getting to the point. But I think the big thing for this movie and the punch behind this movie is the ending, the twist, the final moments. And I think for a lot of people, it will leave that will leave the impression of the movie there, and I know you can say that for a lot of films, but a lot of films have a lot of different moments. I really think, as far as early in the movie and going through this movie, you'll see just, if you've seen a lot of horror and found footage movies, you'll see a lot of the stuff that you might have already seen and so forth. And so forth, but I think really, where this movie tries to be different and try to be unique in its own way is the end of the movie, is like that final scene or a reveal of what is truly happening here, and so I'm not gonna give it away. I don't think I saw that really coming. Maybe and I don't think they dropped many clues in that. I think it's just something that either maybe you took a guess at it or not. But again, I think that is really going to be the make or break of whether you like the movie or not. Maybe you say, oh, I like that twist. Okay, that was something a little different there, or oh, that was stupid, or that maybe they didn't give you enough of the creature or so forth. Again, there's only really 3 people there, so it's not like a high death count or anything like that. It's not that kind of movie and so forth. It would have been interesting. That's probably a little bit more of what I was looking for going into the movie. I figured there was a creature or something in this movie. I remember when I was trying to promote it, seeing that there was a creature or so forth, and maybe that's kind of what I was looking forward to in this movie. But with only 3 people out there, you don't get a ton of it. It's it's more about found footage and being creepy and spooky there in the forest, and then of course the ending. So I liked that they tried something different at the ending. I can appreciate that, and they're trying to do something new and a different there with how it ended. I guess you can kind of say it might have been done in other movies in different ways. But again, I liked that. I liked what they did. I didn't mind it. Again, not totally what I expected, and maybe that's kind of holds me back a little bit with this movie. Maybe I wanted more of creature and killing than a surprise twist at the end, and but that's just me. And so with that, I think I'm just gonna give this one 2 pools of blood. It's worth seeing. I know that a lot of people in this movie, have a good fan base. They're fun in the movie to watch. They do a good job. And again, if it really just determines whether you're a fan of found footage and how much you can deal with it. And some people are over it, some people can't handle it. So I guess take this as a warning. If you're not a big fan or can't handle found footage. And 2 pools of blood for Rootwood. And I guess you do get to see the creature eventually. Like I said, it's sprinkled in there, but you do. And pretty creepy looking dude, and definitely worth the scare there. So again, 2 pools of blood, and cast and crew and all kinds of good information down below, including where to find some more written reviews, and also as well as finding me on social media. And with that, I guess I'll catch you guys on the next review, horror fans.